Hello everybody, and welcome to Dice by the Sword. I hope you're doing wonderfully on this fine Sunday evening. Welcome back to the Nyxalia campaign, Nyxalia, an Aether-bound saga, where each week at 7 PM on a Sunday, we're going to stream some 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons for your faces. Before we say any more, let's introduce you to the cast and crew of Dice by the Sword. Everyone is back. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
So, we have the whole crew here with us again this evening, and we're going to dive straight into the campaign. But before we do, we have a few announcements to get through. We'll try and rattle these off quickly. So, if you didn't check us out last week, we have an exclusive piece of merch that we're selling over the next few weeks. It is a limited edition piece of merch. It will be coming off sale in the next few weeks. So if you want to get your hands on one of these really cool I Can't Escape t-shirts, then head down into the About section, click on the merch banner. It'll take you straight to the merch store, and you can pick yourself up an I Can't Escape t-shirt. We are also doing a social media giveaway at the moment. So if you follow us on all social media platforms, you'll see that we are running an Instagram competition. We have partnered with our good friends over at Cat's Grace, who are going to be giving us some really, really cool dice, other bits. And for you guys to win, all you have to do is follow Dice by the Sword, follow Cat's Grace, tag a friend on that post, and then share the post. All you have to do. And on the 17th of February, we're going to do a live draw. So not next week, but the week after. We're going to do a live draw on that Sunday, and 3 lucky people will win some cool D&D dice. Really, really cool. If you haven't checked us out on social media yet, then go ahead. We're on all platforms. You can find all the links for that down in the About section as well. We're on Instagram, Facebook, X, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube. We're everywhere, man. You just search Dice by the Sword, you'll probably find us. Hit follow, hit subscribe, do all the buttony stuff on those social media sites to keep up to date with all the latest Dice by the Sword things. Cool. Now, I did mention YouTube a second ago. We are obviously on YouTube. We post our VODs every single week. So what we do is we stream on a Sunday, and we break those Sunday episodes down into 2 bite-sized little chunks, and we release those on a Tuesday and Friday. If you missed last week's episode, then you will be able to catch that live on this Tuesday at 6 PM over on YouTube, and then the second part of that episode on Friday. But if you can't wait and you really, really want to catch up because you missed the back half of that, then you can head over to Patreon, because those are exclusively released early for patrons. So head over to Patreon, you can support us there, and you can catch all the VOD stuff early. And if you hadn't caught last week, then by all means, there's a subscribe button down below. You don't have to subscribe. Just being here and watching the game with us is all we need for you to love and support us, because we yearn for people to love and support us. But if you do want to spread a little bit of love, then hit that subscribe button. Or if you pay for Amazon Prime and you're a stingy person, then you can connect your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account. You get a free one that you can use here on our faces. Yes! Cool. I think that about wraps up all the announcements. These are getting better each week.
I like that you just called a bunch of people a stingy person. That's nice. That's it.
It's me. I'm one of those.
I'm saying.
Really sending love. Really sending love out there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm stingy. I don't pay for subscriptions. I'm cheap. So no.
Hey, it's not stingy. It's frugal. Okay.
Yeah. You're essentially using Jeff Bezos's money instead of your own. That's what you're doing. If anything, he has it too much, and you should take some from him.
We should just milk him a little bit.
Here. Don't milk him. Don't
milk him.
We don't subscribe. That's not a message that we subscribe to.
Can somebody clip that, please? That would be good.
Do not.
That's not what I meant.
Oh dear God!
Here, Dice by the Sword, do not endorse milking Jeff Bezos.
Yep. So, things to come in the future. We're doing a load of cool things in the future. We are going to be doing podcasts. We've got some cool one-shots planned, as well as some convention-y stuff as well. So, like I said, social media. Click all the buttons. You'll find out about that when it happens. Cool.
Just click all the buttons.
Do it.
Just click them all. See a button.
Smash him with your face.
Click
what does this button do?
Unless it is milking Jeff Bezos, then do not click that button. Anyway, on with the show. Get yourselves a drink, get yourselves all relaxed and comfortable as we dive into tonight's episode of Dice by the... This is getting...
The long road to adventure is never paved so clean. Spells and fists are sometimes used, others make a scene. So grab your gear, the game's begun. A tale of triumph for everyone. One roll can go and seal your fate. A crit or fail, it's never too late. Blades and spells, the dice decide. Hold your breath, it's a wild ride. We come together every week to see where we will go. And when we strike, you bet your life will crush our evil foes. We're adventurers. Ancient fiends will cast them out. We're adventurers. You'll never have any doubt. Dungeon delving, monster chasing, finding a hidden hoard. Just remember who we are. We're Dice by the Sword.
Last time on Dice by the Sword. The chains of Blackfall Quarry were meant to hold them forever. The back-breaking labour, the cruel overseers, the watchful eyes of Barrick Bloodscale. It was a prison disguised as a work camp, a place where hope withered like dust in the tunnels. But not for our adventurer. The cold, oppressive air of Blackfall Quarry still lingers in their mind, the clang of pickaxes against stone, the barked orders of the overseer, and sight of broken spirits weighed down by chains. Last night, everything changed. Guided by the wounded but defiant Caelan Thorn, they put a desperate plan in motion. A tunnel collapse, a moment of chaos, and a brutal battle in the darkness. Steel clashed and filled, and when the dust settled, the guards left. The first step to freedom had been taken. But escaping the quarry was only the beginning. Beyond the wreckage, deep in the heart of the mountain, something lay hidden. A deep underground cavern, pulsing with raw, untamed magic. Aether crystals jutted from the stone, humming with energy, their glow casting eerie shadows along the walls. It was beautiful, but dangerous. They were not alone. From the darkness came the sound of claws scraping against rock, something moving, circling, watching. Then, flash of yellow eyes, the glint of fangs, and the low, guttural growl of predators preparing to strike. That is where we left off. Now, in the depths of the crystal cavern, with nowhere left to run, our heroes face their next challenge. Will they overcome the horrors that lurk in the dark, or will their fight for freedom end before it truly begins? The hunt begins now. All find yourself in the middle of the cavern. Thanks to watchful eyes, a couple of you. You see something moving. You see, but don't hear anything. Caelan Thorn reaches down and picks up his rudimentary weapon, his pickaxe. Be on your guard. Be ready. As he begins to take steps back towards the back of the group. You all have a brief second to describe what your character does. I'll go around the table. Horik, what do you do?
We'll just kind of stand up, looking in the general direction that everyone else is looking. Because from what I remember, my perception roll wasn't particularly great. So he's going to kind of be looking in the general direction. Obviously, something's going on.
Okay. So you ready yourself and look in the general direction of everyone else. Nim, what are you doing?
Nim. I was just checking my character sheet. Oh gosh. Nim. Oh, is this a threat? I feel like it's a threat. Nim puts her hand to her chest and thumps on her chest as she casts Armor of Agathis.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Ulrich, what are you doing at this point?
So I think from what I remember, Ulrich's perception was pretty high, so he was one of the more aware individuals of something creeping in this cavern. Taking both pickaxe and mace in hand, he's going to look to the group and start walking out in front to try and sort of be a focal point of sorts, almost. As he turns to look at them all, goes, "Stay behind me. I will be your protection." And he's just going to hit the hammer and the pickaxe together to try and make something like a metallic sound to try and draw in whatever's coming towards him.
Okay, excellent. Yeril, what is it your character's... your character? You're not Yeril, but what is Yeril doing?
I am, yeah.
You are Yeril. Absolutely you are.
Method acting.
We are all Yeril. Just to very quickly, briefly, is this cave like lit in any way, or are we in total darkness?
It is dimly lit. The only light source coming from anywhere is the dim, pulsating light from the crystals themselves. Some a little bit brighter than others, but for the most part, this area is very dimly lit, and there are areas of complete darkness within this cavern.
Okay. I would like to hold my pickaxe aloft, touch the top, close my eyes, say an incantation, and my hand will glow very brightly, and the glow will leave my hand and light up the pickaxe blade, and I'm going to cast light on it.
Okay. And your pickaxe starts erupting in light, casting a little bit of light within 30 feet. It isn't bright light, but it is a bit better than what you had. Very good. Octavius.
So, seeing everyone preparing themselves for the danger ahead, he's going to grab his weapon, just pulling out like, and it's just a very short dagger. And just seeing everyone else like, Armor of Agathis, light, a barbarian. And he's like, oh, God. And just he grabs his dagger. He grabs his dagger in one hand and the shovel in the other, just like two weapons in both hands. And he's just preparing himself, just looking around in case he sees something. But yeah, that's everything he can do.
Okay, excellent. And last but certainly not least, Peanuts, what are you doing at this point? See all the other members of this group kind of stand and ready themselves. What are you doing?
I think Peanut's going to get like a fright at Ulrich doing the clanging of his things. So she's going to like kind of jump, and she sees Yerl cast light. So she stands up. She's been sitting like cross-legged for a long time, and she jumps up and she's like, I can do it too. And she takes her little bag of bullshit and will touch it, and she'll cast light on it too. So now she has like a glowing bag of bullshit.
Yes.
Excellent.
Very good. Very good.
All ready yourselves. You see Kalen looking around the room, his eyes darting from one shadowy corner of the room to the next, before he kind of turns and goes, there, as his words catch in his throat as you all turn at this and look to find 3 huge claws jutting out of his stomach towards you, and this creature just goes from behind and then goes and pushes as Kalen's body goes and hits the ground. Dust kicks up into the air. I'd like you all to roll me initiative, please.
Oh no, come on.
I'm gonna bite those fingers off before this fight is over.
Die.
Aye. Bite 'em.
Yay.
Okay, so Nim, what did you get initiative?
Rolled an 18 plus 2 is a dirty 20.
Hell yeah. Ulrich.
18.
18 for you, thank you. Korik.
16.
Thank you, Yerel.
17.
17, hell yeah. Peanut. You're muted, love.
I got a 7.
A 7. Okay, Octavius.
23.
Ooh.
3.
Yeah, starting off hot tonight.
Spicy.
Hell yes. Okay, so as this creature's claws just perforate through Halen's back and out of his stomach, blood pouring down, all of you look to each other as you... Oh no! You can all see my scene at home. There you go.
Spoilers.
See, this creature stood a little bit away as another one kind of goes from out behind a rock near you.
They're so
Of
cute.
the initiative order is They are not cute. Look at if anyone saw on Instagram, you will maybe recognize this creature. But
Terrifying.
top of initiative is Octavius. Action,
Finally,
bonus
for the
action,
first time.
and movement.
All right.
But before we get into any combat, guys, please remember you all have a hero point. So, sure to use them if you'd like. You have all received the notes on hero points and what you can use them for. If not, I will send those again. So, Octavius,
right.
you're up.
Wonderful. So with the shovel and dagger in hand. Damn, those are huge things. Oh. How do you normally go with the rules of like changing the weapon? Because I'm not going close to that.
What do you mean?
Like I would like to pull out my longbow instead of just the 2 weapons that I have by me.
I will allow you to do that as a free action on the... Don't worry. This turn, you can have a free action and you can do...
Wonderful.
I've just created... Oh, that's not gone well. Hold on. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Formatting.
So just pulling out the longbow and just going forward. He's going to try and attack. Should he go for the closest one? Okay, so he's going to definitely use his movement speed to just back away. Sorry. Sorry, Korik. I need to run. So he's going to go like this a little bit. And just this way, he would just going in for an attack against this guy. Still, he can't. Oh no, he can use his attack in case he hits. We'll see.
Okay, so you move back, you draw the longbow, and prepare to fire. Go ahead and roll me hit, please.
All right.
While you do that, change the music a little bit more frightening. There we are.
Oh, goodie.
Natural 20, baby.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Maybe.
That's how we
start.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Very good.
Jack, this is twice in 2 sessions I've asked you to roll a dice and you've thrown yourself off your chair. I will say, just calm yourself, sir. Calm yourself. Natural 20. Hell yeah.
I would actually take this small moment and thank my wonderful player that actually gifted me these dice. As being a DM of 3 years. But thank you very much. Appreciate them. It helped me a lot right now.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So, go ahead and roll me some damage die, and then we also get to roll on the critical hit table as well.
All right. So the longbow, and sadly I do not actually get sneak attack on this one. Silly. It has to be with advantage, which I do not have yet. So longbow, 1d8. Not bad. 6 plus 3, that is 9 points of damage.
Okay, so you double it. So you double the damage die. So whatever you rolled on the damage die, you double in, right?
Yep. So that is 12 plus 3. That's 15 points of damage to it.
15. Excellent. And just confirm which of the creatures this one here?
Yep. Right there one. The second one.
Hell yeah. 15. Now, I'd like to roll me another d20, please.
All right. D20. 13. Nice.
Okay, let's have a look here. 13. Ooh! The strike damages the foe's ankle. Its movement speed is reduced by half. As you fire this longbow and it across the cavern, it hits the creature square in the chest. It loses its footing on one of the rock mounds and towards you, but its movement speed is halved. Excellent. So that is your action. Any bonus action or movement from you, please?
He's gonna hide. It's just he's going to hide between the rubble, just between the crystals, and so it's going to get a little bit deeper. And he's going to use his bonus action to use his hide.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check then, please.
That's another nat 20.
Oh my
Excellent.
Voice.
No way.
Oh,
That's
my
incredible.
God.
Okay, you
Incredible.
Fire the
Amazing way to
bow.
start the day.
and you can see where the shadows of the rocks near you are covering you almost, and you just kind of pull yourself in so that you're completely encompassed by shadow, completely hidden. Excellent. Anything else from?
Absolutely not. Just going in for the shot, and he would just like say, "Oh, so I can't hit that thing, but I can't hit a human with a shovel." Oh shit! And he like goes hiding.
Hell yes. Okay, excellent. Nim, you're up. Ulrich, you will be next after the enemy. Get yourself ready. Cool. Nim, you're up.
Okay, DM, I've got a question for you. In terms of landscape, on the map here, I can see that we've got like a few isolated clusters. Would any of them be providing a potential higher point advantage?
So most of this will hit these areas here in the middle. Are rock formations. You get a little bit of a height advantage there. This formation towards the top of the map would give you a little bit of elevation. This area here and this area here. The rest of it is so all of this and all of this over here on the map. This would be the cavern walls. So you've got limited amount of space really. You've got the area here, 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 and here.
Being the ever nimble Nim that she is, I'm gonna glide because I'm ever so nimble 15 foot in direction to the right so that I can climb up on top of this rock face.
Yep.
That you've pointed out, this sort of island piece in the center, very elegantly, very demure. no, she's pissed off. She's doing it with rage, man. She's clambering up there like a feral animal. As soon as she reaches the top, her hair begins to billow like a storm and darken on end as she casts Witch Bolt directly at
excellent.
this motherfucker right here.
Excellent. So, Witch Bolt, do you need to roll to hit that, or is it automatic? Oh, it's not magic missile, which you don't need to roll, but
It's a
Bolt?
roll to hit,
Excellent.
and it is a concentration spell.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Go ahead and roll me to hit, and can you describe what this spell looks like, please, for those at home?
A failure. That's what it looks like.
Yay, failure!
Oh, no.
It looks like a failure. Well, it looks very dramatic because Nim almost has this sort of crackling bolt of lightning leap out of her literal heart in the direction of this creature as it sort of binds and fuses to the creature itself, creating a direct line between Nim and this evil motherfucker. But in terms of damage, that's an 8 plus 5 is a 13 to hit, which I imagine is not going to.
A 13, unfortunately, does not hit. You do have a hero point, though, if you want to re-roll that attack. Or you want to say...
fuck it, let's do it.
Okay, just keep a note of your hero points. If you spend them, they're gone until you get them again at a long rest. So, go ahead and re-roll. That worse. That looks worse.
Oh, no.
That is also an 8.
Oh, no.
Oh, my
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's insane.
Oh, it's heartbreaking, guys. It's utterly heartbreaking. So on this round, they take no damage, but the lightning crackle between the two of us remains for a total of 1 minute, which I believe is 10 rounds of combat. So I've got a chance to hit the fucker on the next turn.
Hell yeah. Okay. Anything else on your turn? Any bonus actions or any further movement from you?
That was my bonus. That was my action. Bonus actions, not for this round. I'm pretty happy with my movement up here. She looks fucking badass, but she did no damage.
Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Next up is to this here. Hit by the longbow. Half movement though, so he's going to move 5. Going to start across the ground, covering some distance towards you, and is going to as it moves, in fact, going to move this way. Or disappearing as it dives into a shadowed area by out light from Yerrel and from Peanut, and reappear on the wall, almost seemingly crawling out of the shadow from behind you, Coric. And it's going to
wonderful, ladies.
Try to bring its claws down. Strike it. That's a 21. I assume a 21 will hit.
I don't even know why you're asking.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. 21. So, that will
Just rubbing it in.
That is 7 points of slashing damage as or just come right across your back.
Mr. Dungeon Master.
Yes.
We haven't short rested or anything. Did we short rest?
You did short rest, yeah.
All right, never mind. Because I had temporary hit points last time, but I'm assuming they're gone. Do they go at short rest? I think they do.
You had them from Aelin in the fight, didn't you?
Yeah.
I had some as well.
Second.
It probably disappeared as he died.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't know that yet, but he's dropped, so they are no longer there.
Cool.
Right, okay.
That's fine. I just thought I'd check and make sure, because I like to play by the rules.
Yes, yes. Okay. Next in initiative is Ulrich.
Yeah, he's gone.
Gone?
Hmm.
No matter how assertive your call to his internet service provider was, it seems they didn't care.
Yeah. I'm starting to think that
care?
it's not. I'm starting to think it's not a problem that I can fix.
Oh,
It's you. You're the problem, Dan. It's you.
What's up, Dan?
Yes, I know. Can you see me and hear me?
Yeah, you're all good. It is.
I'm not. Yeah. Okay is a strong word.
Okay.
So.
Ulrich.
Yeah.
You are up.
Cool. The creature that just appeared behind. Sorry.
Coric.
All of us now. Yes. Who appeared behind Coric? Does it look like it's still in shadow, or is it sort of fully materialized out if I stare at it? Is it?
It's
like
fully materialized.
Is it?
Yeah, so it's fully materialized. It's almost like it came creeping out and form kind of became one with the shadow for a moment before it reappeared in another darkened area of the cavern.
Okay, excellent. So looking to that one, seeing as it's on the offensive first, Ulrich's going to turn to look at Yarrow and go, I'll take that one if you don't mind taking that one for me.
I will,
Okay,
I will.
Let's go. And you once again see the sort of rainbowish chromatic energy form around Ulrich in this mist as he like flexes and it clings to his body, his tattoo shimmering slightly as I go into a rage.
Yes.
Hell
You've
yeah.
got a cross barbarian.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you begin
And
to
then-
rage with your bonus action.
Bonus action rage, and then with my 10 feet of movement, I'm going to close in on the one that was attacking Horik, and both pick and axe in hand, he's going to come down hard first with the pick.
Excellent.
Just. Sorry, my mic wasn't the right one, was it?
You're okay. You're all good. Okay, so you bring the pickaxe down. Go ahead and roll to hit, please.
Yeah, like he's trying to break a big piece of its head.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's sorry, 15, yep, 15 plus 5, so that's a dirty 20.
That will definitely hit.
Cool. So that's the first one. So that is that's a 4 plus 5 plus 2. So that is 11 points of piercing damage. As he brings the pickaxe down and sort of like jams it into its sort of between its neck and its head and tries to just sink it in.
Yes.
Hell yes. Excellent.
And then I'm gonna.
And as this pickaxe hits the creature, it almost clings, and it's such a familiar sound to all of you because you've heard this countless times during your time at Blackfall Quarry, the sound of metal on rock. And it's almost that same thud rather than it is a, hit something that is flesh.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And then I'm going to use my hero point to have another action to attack it again.
Yes.
Yes.
And as the pickaxe sticks into his neck and head, he's just going to bring the mace up and go, might as well go again. And I'm just going to try and hit the back of the pickaxe with the mace to sort of crack it deeper into his body to make the second attack.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and roll to hit for me.
I'll do. Haha, natural 20.
Yes.
Yes.
Man, it's going to take.
This doesn't bode well
Let's
for
fucking
my
go.
rolls. Everyone
Right.
else is hoovering up all the luck.
Yerrol, you are next in turn order, so just get yourself ready.
Cool. Yep.
Cool. Go ahead and roll
so
me some
that
damage,
is-
please.
So that's, so that is 5 double to 10 plus 5 plus 2. So that is 17 points of damage. As he just hits the mace and just jams it deeper into this creature as if he's hacking away at rock.
Excellent. And go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
I forgot. That's a 15.
Very good.
Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. You drive the pick into the, almost swinging it over the creature's head into the base of its neck, swinging the mace and crack the back of this pickaxe as you point just through the throat of this creature. This purple ick and this like blood-like substance just begins to drip off the end of the point of the pick as you then rip the pick down towards your body, ripping through the head of the creature as it crashes and hits the ground dead.
Yes. Ulrich.
Oh. Okay.
That was disgusting.
So, any movement from you, Ulrich? Bonus action and 2 actions. Anything else from you?
Yeah, do you know what? Seeing as he's got 35 feet of movement for being a Goliath, he's just going to, as he sort of brings the pickaxe out from the first one, he just turns to the second and goes, "Hello, rock guy. Shall we rumble?" And he's just going to run towards it and get up all of its grill.
Excellent.
And he's going to move to here.
Love that. Okay, Yerrol, you're next.
There we go.
Korik, you're on deck. So, ready, sir. So, Yerrol, what would you like to do?
Yerrol's going to move to be next to this creature. She's going to put her hand out and grab it in some way that she can. And her eyes are going to turn milky white, and the familiar black ichor veins are going to start rising, and she's going to cast Inflict Wounds on it. So that'll be a Wisdom save 13.
Wisdom, definitely.
No, sorry, con save of 13. Con save of 13, excuse me.
Oh, okay. This will be close. It's close. Oh, no, I saved. He has a +5. So he rolled a 10 on the die, so I didn't know what his con was. So it's 15. So it saves, unfortunately. Yeah. As you place your hand and you're on its body and your eyes turn a milky white, it kind of goes towards you, and just its head just whips round as the brightness of its eyes kind of shine on you like two glaring beacons in the darkness. As it meet yours, you kind of just shudder just ever so slightly, losing that contact on its skin as it saves.
It will take half the damage though still. So it'll take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Excellent. Love that. Thank you very much. Bonus action and movement from you.
I can't really do anything for the bonus action, so I'll in a bonus action-y way, I will look over to Ulrich and just say, let's kill this creature. And that'll be my turn.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Korik, you are up. Peanut, you're next.
How tall is this thing?
It is between 10 and 15 feet. It is a large creature.
It's a big boy.
Yes.
Because I'm basically thinking, if I fling a fireball at it, it's going to go over the top of everybody if it's dead tall, right?
Yeah, you can definitely hit it over people, but let's see how well you roll first. But do you want to describe how you cast this spell first?
Yeah, sure. So Korik's going to take a couple of... Well, he's going to take a bit of a step back, try and sort of get his aim so he's in between them both. And he's going to kind of hold out his palm, and this kind of flame will appear in his palm, and he's just going to throw it. Just go, here goes! Chuck it at this thing.
Okay, go ahead and roll me to hit, please.
That is a 24.
Oh, a 24 will most definitely hit, sir.
Okay.
As this fiery arcane energy just erupts from Korik's hand and flings across the cavern, like lighting up the area as it casting deep shadows from all the crystals and illuminating the room as it crashes into the body of this creature, causing how much damage?
6 points of fiery damage. And then once he's finished, he's going to hold finger guns up to his lips and go...
Excellent.
Very cool.
Excellent.
Cool.
Okay.
Straight shooter.
Any bonus action or movement from you?
So he's already moved a little bit to get... So there's no extra movement, and I don't think he's going to have any plans. I don't think there's a lot I can do bonus action-wise, but he's just going to say to Peanut, is everything all right? Good.
Excellent. Perfect. Thank you very much. Peanut, you are up. Octavius, you are next. So just get yourself ready. Peanut, what would you like to do?
So Peanut, again, completely oblivious to everything that's happening, sees the big scary thing, and look at her new friends, and she, I got this. And she goes in her bag of bullshit, and she holds her hands together. She squeezes, and these like imaginary gumballs like form in her hand, and she like stuffs them all in her mouth so she looks like a little chipmunk. And she chews like really aggressively and blows one of the biggest bubbles you have ever seen, and starts firing. And she's going to cast Starry Wisp, and all these like glowing orbs of light start firing towards the guy in the corner. And it like starts spinning, and you just hear like pops every time it gets closer and closer to it.
Excellent. Amazing. So,
love it.
Is this a save from me or a spell attack from you?
It is attack for me.
Head and roll me to hit then, please.
Oh, that's the 25.
Oh, just hits. Yeah, absolutely will hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage as these bubbles, as Bacon Fave just said, Peanut uses Bubble Beam. As these bubbles of arcane energy just float across and hit the creature, causing
8 damage.
8 points of damage. Excellent. God, no, I've typed it in the wrong one. There we go. Excellent. The creature, as the energy just hits and pops a couple of times on its body, goes. Its eyes now squarely turn towards you, Peanut. Anything else on your turn?
She's gonna skip closer to it, to here, like skip, like la 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 la, and she's just gonna wait there and stare at him.
Hey, excellent. Next on initiative order is Octavius, but before you take your turn,
Uh-oh.
Don't like that.
And you all die.
Nope, don't like that.
Okay.
good to
Don't
know.
like
Okay,
that.
Octavius, you are up.
All right, so definitely seeing him looking at Peanut, he would just very stealthily just drawing his longbow, and just as to just get his attention, he would just, and he's going to attack it pretty much with his crossbow. Not crossbow, longbow.
Okay.
Yeah, advantage, right? Because I was stealthy.
Absolutely, yeah. He tried to pick you out and was unable to, so yes, with advantage.
You're not gonna believe this.
No way.
If you say it's a natural 20,
No
I
way.
don't believe
you're
it.
absolutely right. I won't fucking believe
I
it.
don't believe it.
No way.
No, it's a 14. So
The anticipation.
Oh my god.
that would be,
As a quick one by
No,
lottery
just for that,
tickets,
you've done
quickly.
this.
insane. That would be just way too insane. It is
Oh my
yeah, it is a 14 to hit.
14 will hit. Go ahead and roll me some
nice.
damage.
Can't sound this fake out of my heart.
No,
Yeah.
well, Fog99 just says that we've now broken past 40 viewers. So welcome in, new faces and
Hey,
all.
welcome.
Ooh.
Welcome to Dice by
Hello,
the Sword.
40.
Welcome, everybody.
You'll be saying that in a couple of years' time, Dan.
Yeah.
All right.
We dreamed of this.
Well, you'll be saying hello, 40. I'll be saying hello, darkness, my old friend. So, how much damage, Octavius?
So it is 13 points of damage, almost as much as I did with the
Very nice.
normal nat 20. Nice.
Hell yes.
Excellent.
Excellent. As you launch this arrow and it flies across the room and clips the creature dead in near the neck as it begins to. Nim, Ulrich, Yerl, as you're closest, you see the creature begin to falter slightly in its stance. Anything else on your turn,
Right.
Octavius?
Oh, wonderful. So he's just gonna move a little bit here, just behind the rocks, and bonus action to hide.
Okay, roll me a stealth check again, please.
That's a nat
Did
20
anyone
without a
guess?
0, so a 2.
Oh,
A 2. You begin to, and it's a good job that no one is looking in your direction, as you don't really look in the direction you're running and just trip ever so slightly on one of the crystals that are like embedded in the floor and just stumble into the rock. And you see that a few rocks just kind of hit the ground and roll from your location out into the open, giving your location completely away to any creature that might look.
Hell yeah.
This will happen every episode, Jack. You're going to do something, and I'm going to make it just a little bit more than it needs to be.
I love it. All right, and then it will be at the end of my turn.
Excellent. Nim, you are up. Ulrich, you're on deck.
So as Nim spots this falter after this incredible arrow shot, as it gives a little wibble wobble, Nim digs her feet into the ground and grounds herself in hopes that last time she failed because maybe she lost her balance a little bit. Maybe that was the problem. But here's the reason why Witch Bolt is a really sexy spell. Because on each of your subsequent turns, you can take the bonus action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically.
That's if you hit on the first one, right?
No, it's not. It
So
says
even if you miss
even
the, even
if
if you
the
whiff
first
the attack.
attack missed.
Oh, sick.
Amazing.
Go ahead and
This is
with your
why
bonus-
it's a sexy spell. So just with a little grin across her face as she grounds her feet, she automatically deals.
No.
1
One
point
I'm
of
really
damage.
doing really bad today, guys. She automatically deals a single point of lightning damage.
Welcome.
Still a hit.
Nice.
Still a
You know-
hit.
Still damage.
Because it gets like a little static shock.
Damage is damage.
Hell yeah.
This lightning beam. But here's my question for you, God. As that is an automatic and bonus action, am I still able to cast a cantrip?
Yes.
Okay, wicked. So after this creature's got this amazing, like, little static shock.
Yeah. It's almost like he went to touch, like, been walking around his house without any grounding and goes to touch a metal object. And ah, you bitch.
Ah,
Like,
you
yeah.
bitch. We're gonna call that a warning shot.
Yeah,
As,
I like it.
As Nim then tilts her head down, locks eye contact, and casts Eldritch Blast.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and roll me to hit as you.
Yeah, you do.
I'm
Ground
gonna
yourself.
use a different dice.
I would advise it.
Safest.
You shock the creature for this 1 point of damage. Its attention gets drawn to you. Lock eyes with the creature. Fire the Eldritch Blast, and
17 plus 5.
we'll
Is it-
definitely hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage, please.
Yes.
Yeah, boy. Hey. Lucky dice. Max damage. So that's a 10
Yes.
plus 2 for 13 points
Yes.
of damage through Eldritch Blast from
There
her
you go.
lock on eye contact.
As
Voice.
this eldritch energy bursts from your hands and flies across the cavern towards the creature.
My eyes, God, my eyes.
How do you want to do this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so as I lock eye contact with this fucker, the Eldritch Blast literally comes straight out of my moon-like eyeballs, make contact with his, and explode his eyeballs.
As it does, this
Pop.
pop of energy audible as it round the cavern, the creature falls dead on the ground. Well done, you are all out of combat.
Yes. Oh, sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can Yerel immediately run to Kaelin to check on him to see what his condition is?
Race about 10 feet towards Kaelin's body. Go ahead and make.
$21.
Immediately put your hand back without moving of the body of Kaelin. Not feel girl. Seems that in the excitement, chaos, and danger, Kaelin Thorn has fallen. Where his body lies in dust around itself, burn a dark patch around his as the blood begins to soak into his body's starting to cold.
Yerel will start to say a prayer, and as she does, she will delicately try to place his hands across his body. She will gently move his head, stroking a bit of his hair, laying him down so he looks a bit more presentable. She will go to her shirt and rip as much fabric as she can get to wrap it around him so that he his wounds and the muck aren't seen, but so that he is seen pristine, and she's trying to make him look as clean and as presentable as she can as she's saying this prayer.
Okay, you do so, and you spend a bit of time doing this. What is the rest of you?
Watching Yerul perform these rites over his body, Nim bows her head and kind of drops down to her knees from this high point. And as she bows her head, she uses Druidcraft to waft a flurry of cherry blossom petals out of her antlers that will swirl around and cover his body very delicately.
Okay, you do so, and you begin placing his arms across his chest and Yerul, and start wrapping his body and his wounds. Nim, you begin to let these cherry blossom petals fall around his body as well. Is there anything anybody else would like to do?
What I would like to do, just Octavius going a bit to him, just going on one knee and looking down at his body. He's just like, "Yeah, my apologies. I didn't have the chance to shake your hand. I'll tell you a tale. Before I forget, he would like to take from his body the stone. I'm not sure if it was like a necklace or a pendant that he had around his neck.
Yeah, okay.
And he would take that. I promise you, I'll give it back to who you wanted to meet. And he's going to put it into his pocket.
Excellent. Okay. Some time passes. You all spend a few moments grieving, making sure that Kaelin is as presentable as can be, before the thought of impending circumstance reaches your minds as a collective almost, that you're not out of the woods yet. There are people chasing you. You haven't got much time to linger here. A decision needs to be made. I'd like somebody to roll me a survival check, please. Try and figure out the direction that you want to head in next.
DM, before we begin to move, could Nim clamber down from the high point and approach the creature?
Yep.
And just look to see if anything looks particularly fleshy on this creature.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check, please.
14.
Oh.
14. Nim, you are able to have a look over the creature, and its skin is almost like a carapace. It's something that you would be able to pry off if you wanted to. It has an armored almost shell to this creature that if you were to spend a few minutes, you would be able to prise off. Whether that's an item that you could then craft something with at a later date or sell, who knows. But that, other than that, it does have bits of flesh and stuff, but it is very much under this armored shell and exterior.
I'm gonna try to start removing the shell and gesture over to Korak to see if he's able to help me at all with this. Knowing his sort of resourceful nature, but also as I'm trying to remove this shell, what I'm looking for is meat. I'm looking for meat, something that I can like take a steak off of it of some sort, or a big hock of something that in a couple of hours I can cook up. But knowing that our supplies are very limited.
Okay. I will say, if you were to remove the shell off the back of this creature, you would maybe be able to like skin a few bits of meat, but we'll have to then, when it comes to the cooking, you'll have to spend a bit of time trying to figure out if it is something that you could eat or if not. But for now, absolutely, I'll allow that. So yourself and Korik, you spend some time getting the shell off this creature, and then you start taking some chunks of the meat off it. Excellent. Peanut, what are you going to be doing during this time?
Peanut's gonna go over to the dead guy, and she'll like kneel beside him and just like look at him, and she'll just say to him, "I don't remember who you are, but everybody's really sad that you died. So I'm gonna leave you some jelly beans." And she takes like the little grains of rice and like sprinkles them all over him. And I think the big chicken said, like a little, I don't know, she said some words to you. And just know that I say them too. And she'll like tap his head, like kind of like a little dog. And then she'll just walk away and just stand and wait for everyone.
Excellent. Yeril, was it yourself that rolled the survival check?
No, I can do though.
I don't know if Dan did, but he's fighting. He's fighting battles that we will know nothing about until later on.
18.
18. You see, after performing your rites and your prayers, that towards the far end of this cavern there is another opening with another tunnel. For the sake of brevity, you all gather your belongings, you pick up your gear, say your final farewells to Kaelin, and begin down the tunnel. You are traversing this tunnel for some time. It weaves and dips and lulls in different directions. But with the threat behind you, you find yourself in a sense on a space of calm. The walls of this passage seem rougher, less travelled, as if untouched by tools or creature. The glowing crystals begin to thin out, their faint hum replaced by the soft sounds of dripping water and occasional scuttling of unseen creatures, though small. The air itself grows cooler, and the scent of fresh earth begins to filter through the damp stone. You have between you now a growing sense of freedom with this air as it becomes fresher, and the tunnel itself widens slightly, as if the chokehold that this place had on you begins to lessen. After what feels like hours of traversing the endless dark, the tunnel ahead suddenly brightens. A soft, natural light begins to filter through the jagged opening at the far end. As you all step closer, the walls around you give way to a naturally formed stone arch that frames an incredible sight. The world of Nyxalia spread out before you. Vast, open plains roll out in every direction, dotted with lush greenery, rocky outcroppings, and the occasional glimmer of distant rivers. Above, the sky is a tapestry of blues and whites, broken only by odd floating islands that hover like ancient guardians of the heavens. And there, in the far distance, off to your left, a small settlement clings to the edge of the plains, its wooden buildings catching the light of the sun. What do you want to do?
Well, I don't know what everyone else is feeling, but I think the settlement should be a safe space for now. We can go, get food, get shelter, rest ourselves. Or I think we must continue our journey. Even though we have made it out of that terrible place, we still may have bounties on our heads once they know where we're missing. So I think we go to the settlement, try to find somewhere quiet, rest up, and keep moving.
I couldn't agree more. Definitely. Obviously, Avad will not let us go that easily. The sooner we move, the better.
Yeah, I think we need to go. But do you think that we could get some food first?
I think-
Nim just pulls out that steak and like wiggles it around in front of Peanut.
Where did you get that from?
Not
Don't
that kind
ask.
of food. Not that. No, maybe like something sweet.
Well, I think let's go and see what the settlement offers, and maybe we can find ourselves something there.
Okay.
And we'll lead the way towards the settlement.
You begin the slow descent down the side of the mountain into the plains themselves. You have a short journey ahead of you. Judging by where the sun is in the sky, it seems that it is around mid-afternoon. You estimate that with good pace, you could probably reach the settlement by nightfall. And you get to plains themselves and begin your march off towards this settlement. The journey across the plains is unlike anything you have experienced before, or at least it feels that way. The rolling grasslands stretch endlessly, their vibrant green blades swaying in the gentle breeze. Distant hills rise and fall against the horizon, dotted with wildflowers and the occasional grazing animal. Overhead, the sky seems impossibly vast, its bright blue expanse interrupted by the islands I mentioned before, casting their shifting shadows onto the land below. The sounds of the plains, peaceful, are welcoming. Chirping insects, distant bird calls, and the rustle of the wind. For the first time in what feels like eternity to you all, the oppressive weight of the quarry is gone. You continue your journey. And as you traverse this rugged terrain towards this settlement, the landscape shifts from the Rocky Mountain outskirts into the plains themselves. The afternoon sun casts long shadows, and the light breeze carries the scent of the wildflowers and the distant smoke of chimneys from far beyond the horizon. Up ahead, you see a peculiar sight. I'd like someone to roll me a perception check, please.
Anyone else wants to go?
I'll do it.
Go for it.
Oh, yes, that one would be a natural 20. So that
Oh,
is,
yes.
Today is the day, people.
that's a 23.
Nice.
Excellent.
going on?
Hey.
As you look off to the horizon in the direction that you are traveling, you see a small wooden cart, Coric, painted in garish colours of red, blue, and yellow, and it sits tilted on one side of the road, one wheel spinning lazily. On the back of this cart, you see pots, pans, books, and trinkets of unknown purpose. And they're scattered not only on the back of the cart, but around on the ground nearby. You also see there is an individual, an elderly man, frantically waving his arms at waving his arms at a large, obstinate-looking mule who seems to be doing exactly what it's not being told to do. The old man himself wears a mismatched patchwork cloak of vibrant colours, tattered at the edges but adorned with odd trinkets, feathers, keys, tiny carved figurines, and what appears to be a bird's nest. His wild and wispy hair, like a cloud of silver and white fluff, lays atop his head. His round spectacles magnify his wide, gleeful eyes. That's what you see off in the distance.
There's a man over there. Looks like quite a nice bloke. He's clearly having some trouble with his wagon, I'm afraid. I reckon we should go help him.
Yeah, let's see if he needs assistance with anything.
Okay.
You
A wagon? Ah, interesting. My people, we have different word for this. We call them crawling iron beetles. Wagon. It does not sound as whimsical.
It's a bit more concise, though.
Yeah, like straight to the point, like wagon. This
We actually used to call them vehicles, but
Vehicles. I'd still prefer crawling iron beetle.
It's a sweet way to look at it. So see.
as you get closer, you see that the old man is speaking to the mule in somewhat an animated fashion, scolding it as if it were a naughty child. Ah, you stubborn sack of hide and hooves! You dare defy me after all we've been through? I'll have you know, Grimbold, you are lucky I still carry your favourite apples. As you approach, he suddenly spins towards you, arms outstretched as if you were old friends. Ha ha ha! Travellers! Fortuitous indeed. You must be exactly who I was waiting for. Tell me, do any of you know the secret art of convincing an absurd dullard of a mule to move? I fear my efforts are wasted.
I can help.
Well, wonderful, wonderful. Please, if you don't mind, I've been stuck here for hours at this stage, and this bloody thing won't do anything it's told. Told you,
That's
Grimbold.
okay.
This will be our last trip together.
That's not very nice. And I cast speak with animals.
You
Amazing.
cast with animals.
This is about to get very funny.
I'm gonna go up to the mule, and it's like absolutely massive, like compared to me, so like it's huge. And
Yep.
I'm just like looking up at him. Hey, I'm down here.
Oh. Hello. You got any apples? I like
I'm-
apples.
I like apples to apple pie, apple ice cream,
I don't
apples.
know what they are. I like
Well-
them when they fall from the trees, and I can
Okay.
eat them.
Yeah, that's usually why they fall from the trees. Why do you not want to go anywhere?
Well, I've tried, but you see, the thing that I've kind of drag around behind me, moving, and he just yelling at me as if there's something else. But I can't. I'm hungry now.
Oh, so it's not your fault. This guy is saying it's all your fault. It's not your fault. So the wagon is it too heavy? Is it too many apples?
Well, at first he was shouting at the wagon. He was saying how useless it was, and how much money he'd spent on it. Falls apart. After that, he shouted at himself, because he couldn't lift it. And now it's my turn, it seems, because I can't move it either.
Okay. Okay.
If you
So-
stick
so-
around long enough, it'll probably be your fault next.
I think that might be our it might be our fault in a second. But don't worry, okay? It's not your fault. You're very useful. What kind of animal are you?
I am a donkey.
Donkey. Okay, I'm Peanut. And I'm a dragon.
I like peanuts. Though I'm
I
not
like
supposed
peanuts
to.
too.
They're full of goodness. But you don't look like a normal peanut. You've got fleshy arms and legs and things.
Yeah, it's because I'll tell you a secret. It's because I'm actually a dragon.
I don't like them.
No, but I'm a nice dragon, so it's okay. So don't worry. And we're very strong, so we can make the cart better for you. And then the guy can stop shouting at you.
Do you breathe fire?
Yes, they can.
Could you step a couple of feet back, please?
Yeah, I will do that. And I step back like 2 feet.
I'm just a little cautious around flames.
That's okay. I have to really, really think about fire if I want to
Then
make
don't.
fire.
Please don't.
No, I'm thinking about how to help you. Come on, man. I'm going to help this old man to lift the cart because I'm so strong because I'm a dragon, and all my new friends are also very strong, especially the
Right.
really big chicken. Really strong.
Right. Don't look like no chicken I've ever seen before.
It's because she's a cousin of a chicken.
I don't know what that is, but okay. Any help
It's
you
okay.
could give us, that would be great. Do you have any apples? I like apples.
Hold on. And I turn to the group. Does anyone have any apples? Nobody
No.
has apples?
Just to make it clear, so you're speaking to the animal?
Yeah.
Right. Is
You're
there
not-
any psychiatric hospital in this town? Just asking, irrelevant question, but you know.
We basically
be
just
cautious.
stick back and just watch Peanut go backwards and forwards with a donkey. We've just sort of gone like.
I can just imagine like the spell doesn't work for everyone, so it's just like Peanut speaking,
Like when
and he's
Dory
like,
speaks whale.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, if you guys can help me, I'd very much appreciate it. See, I've got to rip down. It's just coming from over yonder, Whistlestone, they call it.
Stop.
and may I ask what kind of business you have down south? Merchant, some.
Yeah, absolutely, you can ask.
Very good. Very good.
All right. What kind of business do you have there?
Oh, the important business. I travel from here to there and sell my wares in nearby markets. You know, bit of this, bit of that, bit of all sorts,
Bit of the
really.
other.
Yeah,
Delightful.
you must be a salesman too. Well, if you wouldn't mind, the wheel seems to be broken, but I can't get my head around it, really.
Did it just suddenly break?
Around.
Um,
Around.
yeah. Look, I can't.
Yeah, I was just gonna kind of sidestep to try and help him and be like, so you, what were you just traveling down and it broke? What seemed to have
Oh,
happened?
I seem to have just my eyes aren't what they used to be, and I must have hit a rock or something on the road, and it's here we are. Unfortunately,
Do you have a spare? Do you know if maybe we could go back to Whistlestone to get a spare wheel for you? Is it
oh, I
broken beyond repair?
don't think it's the wheel. The wheel seems okay, but it just seems to be might be the axle, but I can't get underneath it to look. Could you help me?
Coric's already underneath.
No, insight check.
Hey,
Sorry.
Come on, guys.
Coric's
Um,
already he's already gone straight over to look at the wheel and everything whilst everyone's been
Okay.
talking.
Investigation check from you, Coric, and Yeril. I'll have an insight check.
Oh my god,
Nim
what the
today.
hell just happened?
Ooh.
That's another natural 20, so that's 25.
Oh,
See,
amazing.
it's a blessing. It's simply a blessing from the gods.
Insane.
What's going
Okay.
on?
And that's an 18 for the insight check.
Okay. As you have a look at this, Korik, you see that it is in fact the axle underneath the cart that seems to be broken. Isn't something that is unrepairable. You feel that if you had a few minutes with it, you'd be able to fix it. Just takes a few, bits of tinkering, and you should be able.
Yeah. So you're all just gonna hear a voice from underneath the cart go, "Your axle's buggered, mate."
Oh, well, thank you. I'm not much one for repairs. Any chance you could fix it?
Yeah. Is it the type of thing that mending would fix?
It would take a few.
How
casts.
damaged is it?
You could use mending, but it's going to take you longer. I would say probably better trying to just fix it rudimentary style.
All right, rudimentary styles it is.
Excellent.
That's how Korik rolls.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Can
roll.
Nim take advantage of the distraction that's going on to have a little peek inside his what's inside that
Inside his what?
I was gonna say, where's Nim looking?
Or where?
Inside his who?
How about fuck no? Can't fucking,
You stay away from my hoo.
What's he transporting?
Okay. So you can certainly try. Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me either a perception check or an investigation check, depending on if you're just casting your over the back of the cart to see what's in there, or if you're actually.
Can I get advantage because he's distracted?
He isn't that distracted, so it's just a straight roll.
Our guidance.
I'll actually double down on that. While everyone, before he's starting to repair it, I would definitely love to take advantage of this even more. And just, you see, we can absolutely help you, but considering we just came to town, there is the question of some compensation, perhaps. I will not be asking for much, just a simple 5 silver for each of our wonderful party members in the help of the wheel. I believe merchants such as yourself might be able to afford it.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check. Yeah, well, as you were kind of having this conversation with him, with your insight check, he doesn't seem to be trying to lie to you or anything. He seems quite genuine, really.
Okay.
Korik,
She'll still sort of be a bit wary,
okay.
but just sort of a bit holding arm's length, just in case, because she sort of feels like this feels a bit fishy. Even though he seems genuine, it still might be a bit fishy. So she's just keeping her wits about her and her eyes open.
Excellent.
Are you just hungry, Yerrell? Are you fantasizing?
Korik, you are going to need to make me a dexterity check, but you are going to need somebody to lift the cart up in order for you to carry out these repairs. It isn't something that you can around. They are just going to have to take the weight off axle as it is to then do the repairs. So, you're going to have to convince somebody to lift the cart up. Octavius, what did you get for persuasion?
Not bad, actually. 18 plus 6.
6, thank you.
Yep.
As this gentleman turns towards you, goes, look, I haven't got money. I can't give you money, but what we can do is fair trade. You help me, I'll help you. Sure, I've got something nestled around that you'll find useful. While this conversation's going on, Nim, you can take advantage of this distraction now, and now roll it by all means, because Octavius is drawing the attention towards him. So what do you say? We can trade in information, or I might have something tucked in the cart you might want.
18.
With an 18, you look in the back of this car, and it is... Imagine a car that's on the way to the car boot on a Sunday. It is just full of all random shit. There is tables, there is cloth, there is pots, pans, cutlery, there is odd little chests in there. It is a mismatch of different things. It doesn't seem that he sells any any one given type of item, so it's not like he's just got groceries in the back of there, or he's got metallurgy stuff. It seems that he's got a bit of everything.
Nim is gonna absolutely, utterly fight the urge to just start clambering around inside of that. And duck her head upside down under the cart to Cork and go, yeah, that's a lot of trinkets inside this cart. Are you okay down there?
Yeah, I'm quite used to being under machines, actually.
Do you need help?
I could do with somebody with some big arms.
What are you trying to do?
I need somebody to lift the cart up so that I can get to the axle, basically.
I have not the big arms, but I have the big brain. Sometimes, no, I don't. I don't have a big brain, but I do have big tricks. And can I use elementalism to sculpt element dirt and essentially make a jack out of the dirt in the ground?
Absolutely.
On the ground.
Awesome.
As you do so, Peanut, you run to the back of the cart and grab the cart. And as this elemental earth is being cast, you seemingly lift this cart
Look at me.
into the air.
Yeah. That's true.
Coric's just going to be looking down at her doing that right now, just being like,
Yeah.
Nim is just like led in the dirt with her head sideways, watching it like grow as she digs her fingers into the muck as it starts to like mound.
Peanut, as the cart shifts and juts up, 2 apples fall from a basket back of the cart and go on the ground next to you.
I'm gonna let go and get the apples.
You let go of the cart and it stays in place. Almost
You're
like the
welcome.
power of your mind is holding it there. Your sheer will just holds it aloft in place. Oric, while the cart is up, you can roll me a dexterity check, please, into pairs. Peanut, you grab the 2 apples and begin going back over to the donkey, I assume?
Yep.
Okay. As you're walking across, Yerol Octavius, and you see that Ulrich is just kind of stood back a little bit, and an eye on the horizon, everyone. The gentleman turns back to you. Well, like I said, I might have something tucked away that we can kind of trade with if you help me. Oh, well done, you lot. I mean, before we even struck a deal, you're already willing to help. So, thank you. I assume that means that we've got a deal.
Absolutely. There's actually a question I might need. A little bit of information, in case you know. Have you perhaps ever heard about the Thorn family?
The Thorn family. I can't say I have. Oh.
Yes. Well, I'll just have to look around a bit more. Well, that was my bit of information. Just ask around what they might need, besides everyone helped
Fair
one way
enough.
or another.
Yeah, absolutely. So where are you fine folk headed?
We're just traveling to Whistlestone just to find some board for the evening.
Ah, wonderful little place, Whistlestone. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure they'll have exactly what you want. Oh, plenty of places there that head down. If you're looking for somewhere to stay the night, I couldn't recommend the Broken Lantern enough. Ask for Tessa. She'll set you out.
Yes, at the Broken Lantern. Thank you. We're most obliged to you.
Not a problem at all. You just let Tessa know that Aldous sent you, and she'll be able to help you out. No problem at all.
Aldous is, I'm guessing that is yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And you are?
My name is Yerel. These are my companions. We're traveling together just Just through.
Oh, well. Nice to meet you, Geralt. Cool. Correct. What did you roll dexterity check?
An enormous 8.
We'll still be able to fix it, but it's taking you a little bit longer. It's almost just the tools that you need to fix this aren't the tools that you've got, so you're very much trying to make shift with what you've got, can get your hands on. It is just you are able to fix it. It's just going to take you a little bit longer to do so.
Everyone's just going to hear muttering and swear words and just coming from underneath the cat.
Peanut, head over. Donkey. Oh, hello. Oh, are they for me?
Yep, I got you 2 of them because you were being so good. Did you see how I fixed the wagon?
You're very strong, but
I know.
doesn't surprise me, being that you're a dragon. Dragons are very strong.
Yeah, I feel so validated right now. Yeah, we're so strong. So I got you these 2 apples, and then hopefully that you can be on your way. But I do have a question for you.
Okay.
So you know how you're a donkey? Where might someone get a chicken?
Oh.
Yeah.
I've seen lots of chickens. You see them everywhere. Usually at big places in the country have got fences round them, and they keep them in the fences.
Is there one near? Do we have one that's nearby?
There's a few back where we've just been, yeah. Might be able to find one in that place with all the wooden square things.
Wooden square things. Okay, wooden square things. Wooden square thing. Okay, I will remember wooden square things. And she says it out loud so that, repeatedly, square things, so that everyone hears it in, common, just so that she doesn't forget it and everyone remembers. Square things.
As he begins to eat the apples, you're most welcome. The square things are where the humans go in and out of.
The square things humans go in and out of.
In the morning they come out of them, at night they go in.
You mean their house?
I don't know. I don't go into big wooden square things. I go under something to keep the rain off at night.
Is it nice though? Is it a nice place that you sleep in?
Yeah, it's got a nice bed that I can lie down on. The next day I go out into the field and eat all the grass. Lovely.
Seems like a really nice life, actually. What's the name of the place that you stay?
Oh no.
You're great at this.
Thank you.
Okay. You're really welcome. Well, I'm really hungry. So you enjoyed those apples?
Please don't eat me.
I'm a special kind of dragon. I don't like donkeys. I don't like to eat them.
You're like a vegetarian dragon.
Yeah, sure. Does that make you less scared of me?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't eat you though. You're really cool.
Thank you. I won't
welcome.
teach you either. I don't eat dragon.
Oh, that's good to know. You don't eat big chickens either, right? And she points at Yerl.
Only the little ones.
Oh, okay. Okay, so she's fine. Now you're scaring me, so I'm gonna take a few steps back for my safety. And I enjoyed those apples. I'm gonna go show off to my friends my muscles. Thank you.
Okay. You begin to walk away from the donkey. During
The donkey is the best NPC ever. Just like the entire first, I'm sorry, Dan, but the donkey is the best NPC you have made so
I
far.
wanted to adopt him, little Eeyore. I love him.
Sweet Eeyore.
a little bit of time passes. Korik, you successfully fix the cart as it back down onto the wall. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. I believe that we had a deal. Bear with me. And he kind of comes, hands. That should be enough for at least a couple of nights at the Broken Lantern and a good hearty meal. Doesn't look like many of you had one in a few days, so my gift to you. And then as he does, he turns to you, Peanut, and goes, and for you for taking care of my good friend. That another small pouch. And just hands you a small pouch as well.
Send the pouch.
You looking pouch. As you open it, assortment, little sweet.
Oh,
Well, if that'll let's get a move on. Be nightfall soon. I wish you all the luck in the world. Take care. Thank you again. I mean it. Clambers back of the cart and whips the donkey into action as they both set off down the dirt path behind you.
As the cart pulls away, it shows that when she was playing with all the dirt underneath the cart, Nim has made a portrait of Corrick in the mud.
The cart pulls away to reveal this.
Quite handsome.
yes, I really think you've got the likeness quite well. Yes, no, I think it's very good.
After this brief encounter, you all begin setting off again towards Whistlestone. And after a couple more hours of travel, the town of Whistlestone comes perched on the edge of a gently sloping hill. Its modest wooden buildings together, their weathered exteriors blending natural hue with the surrounding plains. Smoke drifts lazily from chimneys, a distant hum of activity. Voices, hammering, occasional bark of a carries. The town itself is surrounded by sparse farmland, its fields divided by low stone walls, and a dirt road winds its way towards the centre, where a tall wood watchtower stands prominent. And as adventurers head in, they're going to take a short break. We're going to go and grab a drink, all that kind of stuff. So, back in about 5 minutes' time. Go get yourselves a drink, go to the toilet, get yourselves refreshed. We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes.